These stories are inspired by the actual case files of the Office of Scientific Investigation and Research.
Previously on Psi Factor.
Matt, it wasn't Peter. I was the leak.
Lindsay, I trusted you.
Curtis Rollins, Matthew Prager. I often forget how rarely our case managers have the opportunity to work together.
The way the boy described the disappearance of those scientists. If only we could see what the scientists saw on the other side, maybe.
I don't know.
John, get out of there!
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Anton! Anton, wait!
I understand the case manager Rollins' team will continue to follow up at the event site. As for me, Frank, if you want my resignation, it'll be on your desk in the morning. Prager out.
I was about to make my recommendations to the board, and now I have my short list. Hendricks is missing, presumed dead. Donna has resigned. Are you going to join her and your friend Prager in some misguided display of solidarity? Or would you like to be case manager?
Prager said you could have his resignation if you wanted it. Do you?
Provided I have a suitable replacement standing by.
I want the job. But not like this. I can't build my career at the expense of someone else's.
Then you're not going to have much of a career.
Yeah, well, that just may be.
In the meantime, we could use a good physicist working on the arch. If that interests you.
Curtis Rollins.
Constable Roger Cardinal.
Hi, Peter Axon.
Hello. Through here, please. Found her wandering in the tundra. She didn't even have a coat on.
How's she doing?
By the time I got her here, she'd lost 6 fingers and half her foot to the frostbite. I don't know. We get maybe 2 flights a week here. I meet every plane and chopper that lands. She did not get off a plane. She just appeared.
What do you mean she just appeared?
I mean appeared. One minute I'm driving to the outport, nothing. The next minute she's just there.
Joanne.
You know her, Curtis?
Joanne.
Curtis.
I'm so glad you're safe.
You bastard! You did this to me! Let go! You did this to me! Go!
The OSIR frequently encounters unconventional technologies and secret research undertaken by private, government, and institutional groups. Sometimes the attraction to this forbidden knowledge can prove lethal, as in the following case.
So how does she know you, Curtis?
Joanne's one of the scientists who stepped through the arch.
What? That's 2,000 miles away. Why didn't you tell me you expected to find her here?
Oh, I thought it was her, but I couldn't be sure. She was a Jane Doe. Her description was vague. I didn't want to get your hopes up.
She stepped through the arch. She survived the arch. The machine that took Hendricks, Curtis. This is the first indication that we have that he may still be alive. Didn't want to get my hopes up. Great.
How is she?
The nurse is trying to calm her.
Constable, before we arrived, did you speak with Dr. Bester?
She was in shock. Sir, I know my superiors agreed to cooperate with you. But what happened to Miss Bester was very, very bad. She feels you are responsible. You will keep your distance.
Get out of my way.
No, sir, I will not.
Hey. What's wrong with you? Do you think we could examine the area where she was found?
You have any objections to that?
Not exactly a tourist spot, is it?
This isn't cold enough for frostbite. Still gets below freezing at night. And I don't know how long she was out here before I found her.
I'm reading a residual electromagnetic field.
Source?
Where exactly did you find her?
Over there. She was crying, staggering. Then about that spot there. Yeah, right there. She,
Yes?
She started to paw at the ground. Like an animal, trying to dig something up or something. Until her hand, what was left of her hand, started to bleed.
I didn't send her here.
And what did you do, huh? Why are you here?
To help.
Curtis. We're off the scale. This is the kind of EM activity you find in a power plant.
Any ideas?
What if the arch was working like an apportation device? Bester steps into it, her molecules are broken down and then reassembled here.
Oh, that would be instantaneous. She only turned up here Thursday. So where was she the last 2 months? And why did she end up here?
Yeah. Well, what if it was acting like a radio transmitter? Then we could have a receiver buried here. I mean, that would explain the EM activity. I'll order up a geological survey.
It's fresh. Constable, how much is an orange at your local Hudson's Bay?
This time of year, $15 if anything is on sale.
Can I see that? Curtis. I ran a test with the arch. I threw an orange through it and it disappeared. Until now.
Get down! Get down! Get off the vehicle! Get down!
You know him?
No.
Another stranger in your tight little community? Had to be a pretty bad shot to miss with this. Optical sight optimized for battle ranges. Both the chamber and the barrel beautifully chromed. See many fine Austrian weapons around here, Constable?
No.
Where'd he come from?
I don't know.
I thought you said you met every aircraft that flies in here.
Yes, I do.
Well, you didn't meet our flight.
Listen, something is going on here. And I think as a scientific organization, we have a better chance of understanding it than you do.
Why didn't you meet us?
When you found Joanne, was she with someone else?
An older man, Anton Hendricks?
Constable, please.
Oh, terrific.
What?
Walk into a dark room, you know what we'll find. Dead body.
There's not exactly a body.
Part of a body.
He was just off the mining complex in the woods.
We found Dr. Bester?
Yeah. I thought he was a victim of a bear attack. I'm still going through the missing person report.
That's not what Anton was wearing.
You seen this before?
Yeah, but not with that kind of freezer burn.
Okay, grab your end.
Really?
Davison will flay me if we don't get this right. Okay. Put it down. Easy. Uh-huh. 18.3 kilos.
Is that all?
Well, 2 legs and a pelvis? No, that's about right. I'm just gonna cut away his pant leg. Polar bear. Size, shape, and depth consistent with known attacks. You see these grooves? Teeth marks rent side to side. Like, polar bears like to play with their food. They kind of worry it back and forth in their jaws. This was found at the town dump?
Actually, it's an old mine, but there was garbage around.
I wonder why the bear didn't drag it to higher ground.
Maybe he was scared off.
Oh, bears who have a taste for garbage do not scare easy.
Would it tear a body in two?
Oh, no, the bears didn't do this. They got to him after he was dead.
Hi. I'm Peter.
Well, I'd offer you my hand, but I'm not sure that would be polite.
Is there anything we can do for you?
Take me back to the arch.
Why? Joanne?
When I went into the arch, through the arch and beyond, it was like home. It was like when I saw the Earth from space. You know, after seeing that, you feel like you have some deeper meaning, something profound.
That's astronaut syndrome. It's a form of false euphoria.
No, it's not. And when I went into the arch, I felt it again. I saw the tunnel of light. And I felt the waters. I felt the waters rushing through me. But then somebody pulled me out and sent me here. Please take me back.
You should stay here. At least until a doctor examines you.
No, I'm feeling fine. Really, I am.
Joanne, we have to follow the rules. Determine how you got here before we move you somewhere else.
You really want to make it up to me? Do you really want to help me?
It's not safe.
Well, it wasn't safe when we started working for Schraft. Stop making decisions for me, Curtis. Take me back. You have to. It's home. Within the light. Take me to my family. And to my friends.
Who else was there in the light beyond the arch? Joanne, any of your colleagues? A tall man, balding with gray hair.
It was
It was what?
It was so beautiful. I thought I died.
Geological survey be done by morning.
Any identification? Was it a member of the Arch team?
Well, until Davison runs a DNA test, we won't know for sure.
Is that, appropriate?
Well, I folded his knees. It's a long flight back.
You know, when Joanne was within the arch, she said something pulled her out.
So?
Well, maybe when I was running my tests, I knocked her free of some kind of stasis or suspended animation.
Well, that would account for her missing 2 months.
I gotta talk to her again. I'm gonna take her back to the arch.
Peter, no.
It's what she wants. And I may have knocked her free, but you're the guy who put her there in the first place. Look, if I freed her, maybe I could free Anton. We haven't done enough for her, remember?
No, the constable never saw what hit him. It could have been our assailants who kidnapped Dr. Bester. But why did they leave their own man behind? Well, she may still be here.
Curtis, we got something! I think we found another arch.
The receiver.
Well, we'll pack it up, ship it south for analysis.
I'll be staying. We have a witness, and we have an assailant on the loose.
The locals have everything under control, Curtis.
I'm staying until I find her. Joanne is somewhere near.
All right.
Interesting technique.
Yeah, Prager taught me that. So Davison's DNA test did confirm that the victim was Dr. Bram Page, one of your missing scientists. Or at least it was the bottom half of a guy we found here 2 months ago.
Like a magician sawed him in half and forgot to finish the trick.
Okay, I've hooked up the second arch to a power source that we can control inside the lab. Unfortunately, I'll have to make an informed guess on how to balance the power between the two of them. I wasn't really expecting to find just a fragment.
My office is still waiting for your schematic of that power plant.
Why don't you talk to Curtis if you don't think I'm spending my time wisely?
Curtis is distracted by personal concerns.
This is personal.
Axon, you would do well to remember that this organization gives you opportunities and resources that you would never find anywhere else.
Yeah. You know, it is a shame that we lost Joanne Bester. Her know-how would have been crucial as a resource.
Physicists are a dime a dozen.
She experienced the arch firsthand. That is invaluable.
Yes. Yes.
I'm still looking for a strong senior data analyst. Hopefully someone with experience in apportation.
Why don't you check the roster?
I'll do that.
Here we are, just, sitting having a cup of coffee. It seems so normal, doesn't it?
I guess.
I was surprised that you asked for me.
Well, when I was looking for a data analyst on the approved list, no one came close to you.
And Elsinger agreed to my reinstatement?
Well, I didn't tell him you were the leak. I guess Matt didn't either. That'll just be our little secret.
Peter, I'm not so sure that I can come back.
We can find Anton. He's alive. It's all I've been working on, all I've been thinking about for the last 2 months. And I'm close. I need your help.
And also, Mr. Elsinger phoned for you again. He's persistent.
Tell him, I'm on assignment. Your fingerprints came up from your service in the Finnish army. According to this, you're a Laplander.
We prefer the term semi.
This also says you're a Kill H hunter. What's that exactly? Answer my questions, and I'll let you know what happened to your artifact.
The hunters are a religion, a diaspora, searching, like all religions, for an understanding of life and death.
You're a long way from home.
So, are you?
And she had nothing on her when we found her.
So no cash. Let's say you want to disappear. Change your life, your identity. Can be done if you want.
There you go. Someone use her phone card.
It could be her. 10 calls, 15, and all in the last 3 days.
And all for the same number.
But you will be found. A phone call home, a card sent to your dad. No matter how much you resist, your ties still draw you home.
And they always give you away. Aloha.
That's some shirt.
Yeah, I use it to flag down satellites. Hey, Coop.
Good to see you, Matt.
Good to be seen. Glad to be back. week.
I think we're all here for Anton.
So we are. Pete, help me catch up here. You think Anton is trapped inside the arch in some sort of energy field?
It's a possibility.
But if Paige and Joanne Bester walked through the arch and aborted, why didn't Anton end up there too? And where did Joanne go? Paris or Rome?
Well, Curtis thinks the hunters grabbed her.
And who are they?
The hunters are members of an obscure pan-native cult that supposedly died out years ago. Now, Bester's not acting like they're captive. She has free access to a phone. She made a call from Copper Landing, another from Labrador, then Chicoutimi again.
Quite the grand tour.
And at least a dozen from Montreal. She's heading south.
Lindsay, that's the route I flew. Same times, too.
You know you're not supposed to pick up vanishing hitchhikers. Well, could she have stowed away?
Matt, it was a 4-seater. And the storage compartment wasn't heated.
She's on her way back here. To the arch. She's obsessed with it.
Well, who's she?
Her father.
And what is she?
Thank you. What does she say?
Her dad says that he hears nothing. There's no voice, there's no dial tone, there's not even breathing.
All right, I want to look at this new and improved arch. Meet me there in an hour. He disappears for 3 months to sail with his daughter and then comes roaring back as case manager, and Bigfoot's over everything. Thanks.
For what?
Pete, I just want to say I appreciate what you did. Declining my job. Your loyalty helped me come back. I just hope your trust in me isn't misplaced.
I hope so, too.
I have a bucket, if you need it. Dr. Claire Davison. Final autopsy on Bram Page. Age 37. Weight... weight... 15.2 kilos. He's lost weight.
Paging Jenny Craig. Don't you always lose some tissue in an autopsy?
Yes, but not 3 kilos. Either someone's taken it deliberately or...
What?
I don't know.
Frank, you once said Anton was your closest friend.
Yes.
If there's anything you know...
You'll be the first to hear. Now, I believe we're all a little older and wiser for the events of last year. So I'll keep your resignation on file. And we'll see how things go. Shall we? Welcome back, Lindsay. Please give my regards to Michael Kelly.
Oh, I will.
So, guess everyone knew about Mike's little con but me, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. I was the mark, right? How is old Mike?
Fine.
Well, I guess we'll discuss that later, dear. What about these?
I just got this fax from Rollins. That glyph matches a drawing that his samurai hunter made, although in this context, it's untranslatable.
The arch was found in the Yucatan Peninsula, right?
Yes, but there's no record of ever having been there or as far as the Canadian subarctic.
That's it?
The samurai had a very interesting survival technique. They didn't believe in war, Matt. They practiced something called peaceful retreating. When their territory was invaded, they simply disappeared. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Peter Axon, Chief Science Analyst. This is Arch Test 329 Tango at 0.1% power.
Okay, who didn't pay the cable?
Anybody go again?
It's less organic. Less menacing than when it absorbed Hendrix. It's giving off radio waves. The arch has changed.
Well, it's not at full power.
I think the proximity of the second arch is affecting its function. All right, start countdown for test at full power.
Copy that.
I thought we agreed 50%.
Look, I've been running these tests for 2 months. We have no idea how long Anton can survive in there.
All right, it's your call.
Going to full power.
Who's that?
What?
Someone just walked past video camera number 3.
Stop the test. Nice work, Frank.
No, I should congratulate you and your team. That was magnificent.
Dr. Bester?
Are those all the angles we have?
I know, I don't get it. Oh, Joanne.
How did she get past security? Where did she come from?
How am I? Well, I can't tell. The EEG machine, none of the biostats are registering. I'm gonna have to rely on old-fashioned methods. This may be a little cold. Excuse me. Wow. Your heartbeat's fine. Let's take a look at your hands.
It'll be okay.
Here we go.
What's it like?
The arch? Oh, it's wonderful. So many people there. So many presences.
Anyone you recognize?
There was one man. A tall man. Very kind. Balding. Gray hair. Yes, that's him.
And he's still in the arch.
Yes, but he wants to leave. He wants to come back. Poor man. He doesn't understand. But I could guide him out.
Her injuries don't match the nurse's charts from Copper Landing. She's lost tissue since then.
It's the same thing that happened to Page's corpse.
Yes.
Well, it's possible. See, what if the arch is transforming matter into some kind of radio wave? The signal would get weaker and you'd lose information the further you get from the source.
The more she fades away.
So that's why I can't pick her up on the biostats.
Well, think the effects of the apportation might be interfering with your electronic monitors.
And what about her heartbeat?
What, it's irregular?
No, it wasn't there. And then it was just there.
Guys, let's take this down here. All right, how can she pull Anton out of the arch?
She says that when she's close to it, she can feel other presences there.
Well, when I was almost drawn into the arch, that's what I experienced.
They called to you from the arch?
Yeah.
Well, then she can reach Anton.
She gives me the creeps.
Why don't we just put her in front of the arch?
What, it's bait?
Well, yes, but...
You've seen what that thing can do.
Anton is in there.
All right. If we can't pick her up on the biostats, somebody has to accompany her.
I will. And I think she trusts me.
Let's not disappoint her.
I'm sure you'll be pleased to hear that my friend has shown up safe.
She is not your friend. Listen. When you looked into her eyes, did you really recognize her? Or did she seem different? She did. Be careful.
Why?
All she wants now is to return into the arch. And she will take anyone with her if she has to.
We have a security breach. The entire facility is in lockdown mode. No calls in or out.
You have to stop the test.
Do I?
Sir, I have new information.
Which I look forward to reviewing at the appropriate time.
Frank.
Curtis, the test will proceed. It is everything that you and I have worked toward. Good night.
Sir?
Talk to your partner.
You're going...
Stay close.
I can't see anything.
Let me have a look.
I'm seeing power surges. Lindsay, stay put. Don't move.
Boys, what's going on?
Oh, the rivers of light.
Do you see Anton?
No, I never saw him. Oh, can you feel it? Can you feel the completion that comes from within? I must go closer.
No!
Come with me. Once you step through, you'll see. Come with me.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, man. They're imploding.
Lindsay, get clear.
We must go now.
No, Joanne! No! Hold on, Joanne! No! Don't go! Hang on! Hold on! I got Okay, yeah. Thanks, Ray. There's no sign of her on site.
We gotta find her. Try again. It's what Anton would have wanted.
No, he would want us to leave this alone. Not to risk any more lives. Above all, do no harm.
Maybe we were looking only for the answers we wanted. Anything that led us to Anton.
Joanne told us what we wanted to hear.
Joanne, yeah. We can't even prove she was even here today.
What do you mean? I touched her on the shoulder. You heard her heartbeat.
She didn't register on any machines.
But you heard it. Machines malfunction.
All of them? The biostats, the video recorders?
Her phone calls. We saw an echo. Like a form of haunting, a signal growing fainter.
Now how do we find Anton?
Maybe we don't.
No! Joanne aborted up north. Anton had to have aborted somewhere.
Where then? Where did Anton go?
Somewhere. We all go somewhere.
Was it Dr. Schraft's arch that opened the way to the other side and released the spirit of Joanne Bester? Or perhaps she was only a residue of herself, searching for peace and redemption, trying to find her way home. For Psi Factor, I'm Dan Aykroyd.